Hey, what's up, my little TisaTells? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Dani Leigh, ooh, looks like Little Miss Renowned Colorist has gotten herself in a bit of trouble. Y'all, there is an update. Do you know that she literally paralyzed someone? Allegedly. Y'all, let's get into this because I really actually can't believe this news. How was she on top of her world, on top of her game? If you guys don't know, Beyonce tapped her to choreograph her Renaissance tour. Yeah, that's how big a come up she's been making since little baby literally, I'm sorry, the baby literally kicked her out of the house and humiliated her because the colorist married a narcissist that capped her up, thinking, like, I don't know, y'all, listen, let's get into this. But yo, who would have thought on the 2023 bingo card that Dani Leigh would be in jail, would go to jail before the baby? I'm just saying, I have my bets on him. Y'all, let's get into this mess because, oh, these details. Okay, first, let's actually start off on where it happened, okay? Because these details are, do you know this happened right in front of the South Beach police station? So Dani Leigh allegedly was driving home, okay? According to the Miami Beach Police Department arrest report, just after midnight, okay? And listen, the injuries before y'all even, because I know it's in your heart, nobody died. However, there are things worse than death. We're going to get into what actually happened with the victim and why people are saying that this person is paralyzed. Yo, imagine this, right? And honestly, okay, let me just get to the story, but I do want to say this. Who in this day and age is still drinking and driving? That's what Uber was invented for. Dani Leigh, you are famous. You have a bunch of famous friends, rich friends. You have a bunch of hanger-ons. And not only that, I know you got an Uber and an Uber Eats account. Why, after drinking on Memorial Day, when you literally just secured the bag by getting into Beyonce's inner circle, choreographing a tour? If you did Beyonce's tour, that means you are going to be in high demand. You are literally riding on top of the world and you choose to pull this nut. Anyway, listen. Just after midnight, Dani Leigh, her last name is Coriel, Dani Leigh was driving a Mercedes-Benz G55, commonly known as a G-Wagon, down Washington Avenue. Y'all Miami heads from spring break know what I'm talking about. She was coming down Washington Avenue. She was speeding and weaving in and out of traffic. Now, I don't know if you've ever driven down Washington Avenue. I don't know if you've ever been to Miami Beach over Memorial Day weekend, but you already know that she was on some dumb mess because honestly, there's not too much room to weave and dip and die in Miami around Memorial weekend, okay? She hit a moped driver near 11th Street and continued on without stopping or slowing down. Now, where she hit him right outside of the Miami Beach police headquarters. Imagine the arrogance, the stupidity, the inebriation. She was high off her own supply. Did they give her a drug test? Because you're coming down, you're in front of the police station. You hit a moped. Everybody around is screaming, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Everybody's freaking out. Everybody's trying to get her to slow down, right? She did not slow down until 16th Street. She went from 11th Street to 16th Street with a man and the moped trapped under her G-Wagon. She wasn't just dragging him, she was dragging his moped too. He's screaming. People in the crowd are screaming. People are waving her down. And this woman just kept on going. When they pulled her over on 16th Street, she initially refused to stop for the police. The police pulled up to her and said, yo, pull over. She refused to stop. The report actually said that her SUV smelled of alcohol and she had sluggish motor skills. They said she was sloshed. Now, keep in mind, when she hit that man or person in the moped and started dragging them, that means that If she was just going regular speed, she would have had to slow down. That means she felt the bump, felt that, and she sped up for 5 blocks, right? The police said that Dani Leigh said she was coming back from Memorial Day party. She told officers that she never hit anyone and hadn't consumed any alcohol. This is as the officers are pulling this moped and whatnot from out under her car. Yeah. According to the police, the breathalyzer test told her a different story. They gave her 2 breath tests because they couldn't believe it. Came back at 1.45 and 1.48%, nearly twice the legal limit. The report states officers later found an empty bottle of Don Julio 1942 in her car. The moped rider survived, but suffered kidney laceration. His kidney was lacerated. If you don't know, that can be anything from scrapes, torn, tears, and get this, there was a spinal fracture. You guys know what a spinal fracture is? They're saying right now, his symptoms include neck and back pain, numbness, tingling. He's experiencing muscle spasms, weakness, bowel bladder changes, and paralysis. It's unclear whether he lost movement in his arms or his legs, right? But he is experiencing some paralysis. People are saying that this person, I assume it's a male, but you never know, right? Could be a woman, could be, he, she, they, them. We don't know who actually was hit. They were just on a moped. Some people are saying it was an Uber Eats driver, delivery route. We don't know, but it is South Beach. How do you hit somebody in front of a police station, drag them 5 blocks? How are you literally the lead choreographer on Beyonce's tour? You secured a bag and you're out getting sloppy drunk and who knows what else on Memorial Day weekend in your G-Wagon when you could have took an Uber, dragging people, speeding up, paralyzing people? Y'all, listen. Now, Dani Leigh's people put out a story in People saying after the alleged incidents with the singer, the unnamed victim sustained 2 non-life-threatening injuries, a kidney laceration and a spinal fracture. That's all they got to say. You didn't die, but I'm paralyzed. You didn't die, but my kidney has lacerations. Do you guys know what a kidney laceration is? Well, if you don't, I'm going to tell you. It's an injury in which a tear in the kidney tissue might lead to bleeding or leaking of urine into the abdominal cavity. The blood or urine collects in a space called I'm not going to say it, I don't want to get demonetized, which is behind the peritoneum, where your bowels are located. Y'all, this person is going to have to go through intense therapy, and they're going to have to walk around with one of those waste bags. You know how like when your body isn't relieving itself properly, so it's that bag that you have to hold outside. Usually bang bang victims have to do it. Y'all, the complications of the injury can occur within 1 month of an injury. Oh my God, this is just so sick and so sad and so disgusting that people are trying to downplay. This woman got charged with a DUI and felony alleged hit and run. This is all alleged, right? But the police are saying she did it and they caught her and she got stopped. So I don't know. I think she did it. This happened literally. She was actually taken into police custody. And I would have taken her in too. Yo, that is some crazy stuff. Under the influence of alcohol. Per the witnesses report, she was driving fast with a passenger when she hit it's a man's moped, and did not stop dragging the vehicle. They tried to get her attention and tell her about the moped, but she kept on going. She probably thought they were fans trying to ask for an autograph. Dani Leigh is stupid and arrogant too. And please don't say thoughts and prayers to her when she literally almost killed someone because she had to drive her G-Wagon home and flex. I don't care what, I don't even care if she was racing home to her whole bloodline. being deleted off this earth, you should have called an Uber. Y'all, listen, I can't. I can't. Her motor skills were sluggish. She was highly intoxicated. Her and the passenger were detained with hand restraints. And Dani Leigh told the cops she never hit a motorist and had not consumed any alcoholic beverages. Y'all, she literally was taken to the Miami Beach breath testing room. She took 2 breathalyzer tests. They went up from 145 to 148. I'm not laughing at all the thing. I'm just saying, this idiot. She was cited with leaving the scene of a crash without rendering care, driving under the influence, and related property damage, per the report. Let's pray for the victim. Let's pray that he is okay. And they let her go on a $9,500, wow, $9,500 bond. This ain't anything. And her daughter is 20 months. And her daughter's gonna have to be taken care of by the baby. Yo, listen, let me know what you think in the comments. Dani Leigh is a whole mess. A whole mess. But like I always said, right? You know what? I'm gonna leave that for another video. Y'all, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.